Imagine delivering an order to this person who lives in this house and not getting tipped. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. James Wilson here. And today I'm going to talk about reasons to not deliver to non-tippers. I want to talk about a delivery. I delivered to this guy yesterday to this house. That's probably about 6 miles away from my zone. So what happened was, it was a double order. One with Uber Eats and one with DoorDash. And what happened was, I accepted an order for Uber Eats for about $9 and change, going 5.5 miles. It's not too bad. It was late at night. It was probably around 10 o'clock. Okay, so I decided to accept the order. And then what happened was another order from DoorDash came on. And this order was for $4.25. Now, my rule is anything under 4, I automatically delete. I don't even look at it, okay? I automatically delete it. If it's $4 or more, like $4 to $5, I'll at least look at it. And it has to be extremely convenient to deliver the food, okay? So, with that, without further ado, the Uber, and I just want to explain to you the delivery and where it was. The Uber delivery was about a block away, 1 to 2 blocks away from this guy here. This guy lived about a half a mile from the Uber customer. That's at most. So it would taken me an extra mile to deliver to his house, which is this house right here. Okay. So I said, it was a pizza delivery. And, a lot of times when you get pizza deliveries, at least from what I've experienced, sometimes you do get a cash tip. Now, I didn't know if I was going to get one or not, and I was expecting the worst, obviously. But I was kind of intrigued. It was a DoorDash order. We all know with DoorDash, you can zoom in and look at where it's located. And it was very intriguing to me. And I realized that it was so close to the Uber delivery because I just accepted the Uber delivery like 15 seconds earlier. So I went ahead and took the order. Okay, $4.25. So you're looking at a double now, 13 and change. Okay, so picked up the first restaurant. Went to the pizza joint. I'm not going to say what pizza place it was, but I went to the pizza joint, picked up the order, and started delivering. Now, I will deliver the Uber first. It was number one, it was a little bit closer, technically speaking. I would say maybe a quarter mile difference between the two. It was very, very close, and it went very, very well with the order. So I decided to take the Uber first. Now, on the way down, he called me up. This guy here called me up, okay? And he says, talk about his gate code and where he was, blah, blah, blah. And like, okay, he told me what the gate code was. He's like, I'm tracking you, I'm using the app and tracking you. So I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that I guess with pizza places, they let the customer know that it's DoorDash or Uber Eats and they can still track you. So I didn't know that. But I'm like, that's interesting, I know it's $4.25. It's probably not a tip. And now he's tracking me. Okay, well, I didn't care. I was like, whatever. I'm thinking to myself, I'm still taking the Uber first. It's like a block difference anyways. So I take the Uber first. Okay. And I'm trying to hustle to take the picture and get on with it anyways. Now, the street where the Uber customer was on, according to the maps, it actually connected with his street. Now, I never delivered in that area before, so I had no idea. But what ended up happening is I delivered to the customer, drove about 10 houses down, and the street does connect. However, there is a fence that blocks it. Okay, so I actually had to turn around. So I drove about maybe 10 houses down, not much at all. And this guy calls me again. And he's saying, and I knew why he was calling me, because he probably thought I was lost. I took a double. I explained that to him, but I don't think he completely understood. But he says, "Yeah, you got to turn around and take this street." I already knew that. I already knew what I was doing. I just didn't know it didn't connect. So, anyways, I turned around and typed in the code, got in the code and everything, and then I went to his house. Now, I was right here. You can see I was right here, okay? And there is a gate here, and it was closed. Now, I could have went through the gate. I didn't know it at the time, but this gate was actually closed. I don't know, you could barely see it, but it's closed, okay? So, and it had a key lock on it, like a keypad, like you had to type in the number. So I typed in, with this code, I typed in the same code that he gave me. Maybe he matched it up with the code, It didn't work, but eventually it didn't work. I got out of my car to see if this thing would open. And as soon as I got out of my car, put the pizzas on the roof, he opened the gate. So I went ahead and went through the gate and proceeded to deliver the pizzas. Okay, one pizza, one wings, or something like that. So I went ahead and proceeded to do that. And he basically says, "You could have went through that gate, with the door, the gate with the door." I said, "Well, I didn't know, because I had a key lock and I didn't know it was open." That's what I told him. He didn't really say much. I said, "Thank you, have a good day," yada, 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 and we went on our way. So what was the big deal? I mean, it was a stiff. It wasn't a tip. And DoorDash confirmed it after I delivered it. So was it worth taking the delivery? Well, you have to understand the mentality of people. It's very, very difficult, folks, for me to wrap around my head what these people think. But I'm pretty much figuring it out. What it is an entitlement mentality. It's an entitlement mentality. It's one thing if you're dirt poor and don't tip, and it's one thing if you're rich and don't tip, like this guy here. So let's connect the dots, folks. You have a rich guy that doesn't tip. And I said, I was intrigued by it all, and I just wanted to see what was up. Calls me up, blows up my phone, and he's tracking me, meaning he's clocking me, and doesn't tip, and he's rich. You add all that together is not good, folks. It is not good. So what ended up happening is my rating with DoorDash went down, okay? And this customer is the only person that had any issue at all. All my other customers was fine, okay? No one complained, no one said anything, no one did anything, and I got fives for the day. Everything stayed the same, except for one delivery. Now, obviously, it's not 100% confirmed that he gave me a 1. But my rating went down from a 4.94 to a 4.90, okay? And so what you have to understand, it's not a business decision. It's not all about money, okay? It was definitely convenient for me to take the $4.25 order and take a double for 13 and change. That was actually very convenient. The problem is when you're delivering to non-tippers, you have a higher probability of getting a poor rating. And that is because of the mentality of those non-tippers. They think they're entitled to everything, okay? So you have to understand that when you're delivering food, please make sure that they tip. If they don't tip, you should cancel the order, okay? Use Para. I haven't used Para in a while. I'm gonna have to use Para from now on. But you could call me a clown. I wouldn't have taken the order if it was by itself. Absolutely no way. But you can call me a clown all you want. I did it for science. I did it because I was intrigued. It went perfect with my other delivery. And so, yeah, so the lesson is do not tip, regardless of what it is, okay? Do not go to non-tippers. Try to avoid it as much as possible. Now with Uber or Uber Eats, you may not know. If it's a $12 going 2 miles, you deliver it and then you realize that Uber gave you the entire amount. There's nothing you can do. You just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, folks. It happens. It happens a handful of times in my deliveries so far. With DoorDash, I have decided with this situation, with this guy delivering here, I have decided that I am not going to take any offers that are less than $5. I'm going to treat a $4 and change offer as a $5 as a $3 and change. I'm not going to accept it anymore. Okay? And hopefully if I get a $5 or $5 and change offer from DoorDash, it has been at the store long enough, and it's a non-tip, it has been at the store long enough for me to be excluded from the ratings. And see, what most likely happened was, and I actually called support on this, and they said that over 5 Dashers declined the order. Okay, 5 Dashers decided not to deliver to this guy, decided not to deliver to this house. And the pizza company sent the order to DoorDash. They knew this guy. They knew him. They do it manually, folks. He didn't order from DoorDash and he ordered from the pizza place. The pizza place is the one that sends the order over to DoorDash. So at the end of the day, they didn't want to deliver to him. So they knew he didn't tip, folks. And possibly may have been complaints. I'm not really sure. Okay, and that is a good question. Maybe I should call Pizza Hut and ask. Oops, shouldn't have said it, but I said it. It was Pizza Hut. So maybe I should call them and say, hey, what, did he complain? Did he, because I really want to know if it was him. I'm 99% positive it was him, folks. No other customer had any other issues. A 1 star is bad. And so let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your comments are. Would you have taken the order? It's, as I said, it was probably a block or two. It was so close, folks. I mean, it was less than a half a mile away. Maybe more like a quarter of a mile away. Okay, so let me know if you would have taken that with it, or if you would have just left it on the side. Hindsight 2020. I learned something, so I don't regret what I did. But next time, I'm not going to take any orders under $5, regardless of where they're going. Like and subscribe to my channel. Any comments would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.